You're watching Dark Terror Files, where the stories aren't just told, they linger. Where are you listening from? Alone in your room, driving through the dark. Drop a comment. I want to know who's out there. My apartment's a mess of engine parts and coffee stains. The kind of place where dreams of horsepower go to die. I'm Ethan Caldwell, 32, a mechanical engineer who'd sell his soul for a shot at a real supercar. Tonight, my laptop's glowing like a beacon, pulling me into a dark web forum I shouldn't be on. The post hits me like a punch. 2019 Lamborghini Huracán. Mint. 50K cash. No questions. One rule. Never hit 111 MPO. A Huracán for 50 grand. That's less than a used Civic. My savings, $52,000. Scraped from years of side gigs and no life sits in a safe under my bed. This feels like fate. Or a trap. I don't care which. The image of the car is unreal. It's mint green paint catching light that shouldn't exist on a screen. My hands shake as I type. I'm in. Where do I meet you? The reply comes fast. Midnight. 47th and Harper. Old industrial lot. Cash only. Come alone. No name. No games. It's 4 p.m. I dig out the duffel bag, stuff it with stacks of bills, and feel my pulse hammering. This is it, the car I've sketched in margins since I was a kid. The lot at 47th and Harper is a graveyard of rust and shadows. My Civic's headlights barely cutting through the dark. At midnight, an SUV rolls in, followed by her, the Huracán, low and lethal. Its curves glinting like a predator's eyes. My breath catches. It's perfect. Not a scratch. Not a speck of dirt. The SUV's driver steps out. A wiry guy in a cheap suit. His eyes flicking everywhere but at me. "You Ethan," he mutters. "Yeah," I say, clutching the duffel. "That's the car." He nods, barely meeting my gaze. "Cash first, and don't go past 111 MPO. Ever." His voice cracks, like he's scared of the words. I hand over the bag, and he tosses me the keys without checking the money. Papers in the glove box. "Sign 'em. I'm out." He's back in the SUV before I can blink. Tires screeching as he vanishes. I'm alone with the Huracán. Up close, it's a work of art. All sharp angles and promise. I slide into the driver's seat. The leather cool and smooth, fitting me like it was made for me. There's a faint smell leather. Sure, but something else. Like ash after a fire. I ignore it. Turn the key. And the V10 roars. A deep, hungry sound that vibrates through my chest. My grin feels permanent. I sign the papers without reading them, my hands moving on autopilot, and ease the car onto the road. The world outside fades. It's just me and the machine. Driving the Huracán is like nothing else. The engine's alive, growling with every tap of the gas. The steering so sharp it's like the car's wired to my brain. I weave through the city, past flickering neon and late-night cabs. The V10s rumble turning heads. My heart's pounding. But it's not fear, it's joy. This is what I've chased my whole life. What I've bled for in greasy garages. The dashboard glows. All sleek digital lines. But then I see it. The GPS. It's stuck, showing a pin in the middle of the Nevada desert, hundreds of miles away. I jab at the screen, Try to reset it to my location. Nothing. It flicks back to that same damn spot. Stupid tech, I mutter. But it's hard to care when the car feels this good. I hit the highway. The city shrinking in my mirrors. The road's empty. Just me and the asphalt under a sky full of stars. I nudge the gas, and the Huracán leaps, pinning me to the seat. 60 mph. 80. The speedometer climbs like it's got a mind of its own. The engine's song low and primal. I'm laughing, the sound swallowed by the roar. This is freedom. Back in my garage. I can't bring myself to leave the driver's seat. The car's still humming, even with the engine off, like it's got a pulse. I run my fingers over the steering wheel. The Alcantara soft under my calluses. That ash smells back, sharper now, like someone struck a match nearby. I check the seats, the floor, the glove box, nothing but the papers, a key fob, and that stubborn GPS, still locked on Nevada. Wiring issue, probably. I'll tear it apart tomorrow. I lock the car and head upstairs, but my skin's crawling, like eyes are boring into my back. My apartment's too quiet, the air thick. I collapse on the couch, still wired from the drive, but sleep's a fight. When it comes, it's not right. I'm in the Huracán, flying down a road that's just darkness, no lines, no horizon. The speedometer's screaming at 200. My hands locked on the wheel. Someone's next to me, a shape, human but wrong. Its face lost in shadow. It leans close, and a voice rasps, "Faster." I wake up gasping, my shirt soaked, hands tingling like I've been gripping something too hard. My phone glows. 3:03 a.m. The car keys are in my fist, though I swear I left them on the table. Outside, the garage is dark, but I can't shake the feeling the Huracán's watching me. I can't shake that dream. It's been 2 nights since I brought the Huracán home, and every time I close my eyes, I'm back in that endless black. The speedometer screaming at 200 mph. My hands fused to the wheel. That thing in the passenger seat, faceless, shadowy. Its voice like gravel in my skull. Faster. I wake up gasping. My fingers cramped like I've been gripping something for hours. Tonight's no different. It's 3:03 a.m. again. The numbers glowing on my phone like they're mocking me. The keys to the Huracán are in my hand, though I left them in the kitchen. I'm sure of it. I stumble to the window. Peering down at the garage, the Huracán sits under the fluorescent light. Its mint green paint catching the glow like it's drinking it. The air in my apartment feels heavy, thick with that faint ash smell I noticed in the car. I try to tell myself it's just my head playing tricks, too much coffee, too little sleep. But my gut's screaming something else. I grab a flashlight and head downstairs, the keys burning cold in my palm. The garage is quiet, just the hum of the lights and the distant drip of a leak. I circle the Huracán, checking every inch. The car's flawless. Not a dent, not a smudge. But when I open the driver's door, that ash smell hits me hard, like a campfire snuffed out in the rain. I shine the flashlight inside, half expecting to see something staring back. Nothing. Just the leather seats, the glowing dashboard, and that damn GPS, still pinned to that nowhere spot in Nevada. I slam the door, my heart pounding. I'm not sleeping tonight. Back upstairs, I pull out my laptop and start digging. The dark web forum where I found the car's gone thread deleted, like it never existed. I search for anything on the Huracan's VIN, but it's a ghost. No records, no history. My hands are shaking as I type, the dreams still clawing at the back of my mind. I don't know why, but I feel like the car's waiting for me, like it knows I'm up here thinking about it. I pour another coffee and tell myself I'm being paranoid. But the keys are still in my hand, and I don't remember picking them up again. I've been avoiding the Huracan for days, but it's like an itch I can't scratch. By Saturday, I'm done fighting it. The highway's calling, and I need to feel that engine again. I tell myself I'll keep it under 100 km/h. Play it safe. The sun's setting as I pull out of the garage, the V10 growling low, like it's been waiting for this. The city fades behind me, and I hit the open road. A long stretch of asphalt cutting through empty fields. The Huracan feels alive, responding to every nudge of the pedal, every flick of the wheel. I'm grinning. The dream and the ash smell pushed to the back of my mind. Then I see it, a straightaway. No cars, no cops. The speedometer's at 90. I tap the gas, just a little, 95, 100. The engine's singing, a deep, hungry roar that makes my blood hum. I glance at the GPS still stuck on that Nevada pin, but I don't care. 105, 110. My heart's pounding. Not just from the speed. There's a voice in my head, not mine, whispering, "Go on." I tell myself I'm imagining it, but my foot's heavier on the pedal. 111 mopa. The car changes. The engine screams. Not like a machine, but like something alive. A wail that cuts through my skull. The seatbelt snaps tight, crushing my ribs, and the steering wheel feels like it's gripping me. My hands won't move, they're locked. My knuckles white, the wheel burning hot under my palms. The speedometer climbs 113, and the world outside blurs into streaks of light and shadow. I slam on the brakes, but the car doesn't care. It's driving itself, the accelerator pinned without my foot. My chest's heaving, panic clawing at me. Stop. I shout, my voice swallowed by the engine's howl. I don't know how, but I manage to wrench the wheel hard, and the car swerves, tires screeching. It slows, finally. Skidding into a ditch, the engine cuts out, and the silence is deafening. I'm shaking, sweat stinging my eyes. My hands are still stuck to the wheel, like they're glued. I pry them free, pain shooting through my fingers. The seatbelt's loose now, like it never happened. I stumble out, legs barely holding me up, and check the car. Not a scratch, but on the driver's door, there's something new. A scrawl, red and wet, like blood. We ride together. I blink, and it's gone. The door's clean, gleaming under the moonlight. My stomach twists. I'm not imagining this. I climb back in, my hands trembling, and drive home slow, keeping it under 60. The GPS is still on, still pointing to Nevada. I don't touch the radio, but I swear I hear a low hum, like laughter, buried in the static. I haven't touched the Huracan since that night on the highway. It's been 3 days, and I'm holed up in my apartment, curtains drawn, the keys locked in a drawer. But I can't stop thinking about it, the way the wheel burned my hands, the seatbelt crushing my chest, that bloody scrawl on the door. We ride together, I keep telling myself it was a trick of the light, a stress-induced hallucination. But my hands still ache, and there's a bruise across my ribs where the belt dug in. I haven't slept right since, and when I do, it's that damn dream again, racing through darkness. The faceless thing beside me hissing. Faster. I'm losing it. I know I am. But this morning, I can't take it anymore. I need to see the car, to prove it's just a machine. I grab the keys and head to the garage, my heart pounding like a jackhammer. The Huracan's there, same as always. Its mint green paint gleaming under the fluorescence like it's mocking me. I circle it, slow, checking every inch. No scratches, no dents, no trace of that red writing. I almost laugh. Maybe I am crazy. Then I open the driver's door. The smell hits me first. That sharp ash scent, stronger now, like a fire just went out. I lean in, my flashlight shaking in my hand, and that's when I see it. On the inside of the door, etched into the metal like someone carved it with a knife. We ride together. It's not blood this time, it's deep, jagged, impossible to miss. My stomach drops. I slam the door and stumble back, my breath ragged. I check again, cracking the door just enough to peek. The words are gone. The metal's smooth, flawless. I'm sweating, my pulse roaring in my ears. This isn't a glitch. This isn't my head. I lock the car and run upstairs, slamming the apartment door behind me. My hands are shaking so bad, I can barely type as I pull up my laptop. I need answers. The dark web forum's still gone. But I start searching for anything news articles, forums, anything about a mint green Huracan. Nothing. It's like the car doesn't exist. Then I try the GPS coordinates, that stubborn pin in the Nevada desert. It pulls up a satellite view of nothing, just sand and rocks. But there's a news article linked to the area, dated 3 years ago. The headline makes my blood run cold. DJ Inferno vanishes after fiery crash in Nevada desert. I read the article 3 times, my coffee going cold on the desk. DJ Inferno, real name. Marcus Kane was a techno legend, packing clubs from Vegas to Berlin. 3 years ago, he was driving a mint green Lamborghini Huracán through the Nevada desert. Coming back from a gig, witnesses said his car was flying, clocked at over 200 mph. When it veered off the road and burst into flames, the wreck was a charred husk. But here's the kicker. They never found his body. Not a trace. The article calls it a mystery, speculating he wandered into the desert and died. But I'm staring at my garage door, knowing exactly where that car is. I dig deeper, pulling up old fan forums and Reddit threads. People loved Marcus, but some posts hint at something darker. One user, anonymous, wrote, "Saw him in Vegas the night he crashed. He was wired," talking about his car like it was alive. Kept saying it wanted to keep going. Another post, from a roadie, mentioned Marcus obsessing over speed, pushing his Huracan to its limits, like he was chasing something or running from it. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but I can't stop. My apartment feels smaller, the walls closing in. Every creak makes me jump, like the car's listening through the floor. I try to call Mia, my best friend. She's a mechanic, too, the only one who'd believe me, but her phone goes straight to voicemail. I leave a message, my voice cracking. "Mia, don't come near the car. Something's wrong with it. Call me back." I head back to the garage, half expecting the Huracán to be gone. It's not. It's sitting there, engine off, but I swear I hear a low hum, like a heartbeat. I pop the hood, thinking maybe I'll find a bad wire, a glitch, anything to explain this. The engine's pristine, cleaner than it should be for a car that's been driven. I'm no expert on Lambos, but I know machines, and this one feels wrong. Too perfect, like it's hiding something. I slam the hood, and the sound echoes like a gunshot. Back upstairs, I'm pacing. The article's words burned into my head. No body was ever found. I glance at the keys on my desk. I didn't bring them up, they were in the garage. My skin crawls. I grab a hammer from my toolbox, ready to smash the GPS, the stereo, anything to make this stop. But as I head for the stairs, my phone buzzes. It's a text from Mia. Got your message. Already at your place. Took the Lambo for a spin. Holy shit! Ethan, this thing's a beast. My heart stops. I call her, but it's voicemail again. I run to the garage, hammer in hand, and the Huracán's gone. The door's open, the street outside dark and empty. I'm screaming her name, but there's no answer. Just the faint smell of ash, lingering like a promise. Mia's text is a knife in my gut. She took the Huracán, and now she's not answering. It's been hours since I found the garage empty, and I'm pacing my apartment. Phone in one hand, hammer in the other. The ash smells everywhere now, clinging to my clothes, my skin. I've called Mia a dozen times, left voicemails that sound crazier each time. Don't go fast. Mia, stay under 111. Get out of the car. No response. My laptop's open, still showing that article about DJ Inferno. His face grinning from a promo shot like he knows something I don't. It's 2:47 a.m. when I hear it, a low, pulsing beat, like a club track heard through a wall. My heart stops. It's coming from the garage. I creep downstairs, hammer raised, every step creaking louder than it should. The Huracán's back, parked like it never left. Its headlights off, but its body gleaming under the fluorescence. The beat's louder now, a warped techno rhythm, distorted and wrong, like it's underwater. The car's engine is off, the keys are upstairs, but the stereo's alive, pumping that sound through the garage. I inch closer, my breath shallow. The driver's window is cracked, and the smell of ash pours out, thick enough to choke on. I lean in, and the music shifts, a voice weaves into the beat, low and guttural, repeating, "You're mine now." I stumble back, the hammer slipping from my hand, clanging on the concrete. The music stops, the silence worse than the sound. I'm shaking, my eyes locked on the car. The GPS screen glows, still pinned to that Nevada desert spot. But now there's a new message blinking. We ride together. I rip open the door, ready to smash the stereo, but the dashboard's dark, like nothing happened. I yank at the wires under the console, tearing out anything I can reach. Sparks fly, but the smell of ash doesn't fade. I'm cursing, my hands bleeding from the sharp plastic. When my phone buzzes in my pocket, it's Mia. I answer so fast I nearly drop it. "Mia, where are you? Are you okay?" "Ethan, chill," she says, laughing, but her voice sounds off, too sharp. "I'm fine. Took the Lambo out." "Holy shit." That thing flies. I'm at my place now. Why are you freaking out? I try to explain the car, the music, the message, but she cuts me off. Dude, you sound like you're on something. Get some sleep. She hangs up before I can argue. I'm not convinced. I drive my Civic to her apartment, 20 minutes across town. The hammer on the passenger seat. Mia's fine, sprawled on her couch with a beer, but her eyes are glassy, and she keeps rubbing her hands like they hurt. The Huracan's parked outside, untouched. I beg her to stay away from it, but she just laughs, says I'm jealous she drove it first. I don't tell her about the voice. I can't. I'm not sleeping anymore. Not really. Coffee keeps me wired, but my hands shake, and my eyes burn from staring at the Huracan through my window. Mia's fine, I tell myself, but I don't believe it. That voice in the car, "You're mine now," plays on loop in my head. I've stopped going to work. Called in sick for a week. My boss left a voicemail. Pissed, but I don't care. The car's all I can think about. Last night, I made a mistake. I was exhausted. Couldn't keep my eyes open. I figured I'd sit in the Huracan, just for a minute. To prove it's just a car, the leather seat felt too perfect, like it was holding me. I leaned back, and my eyes closed. I don't know how long I was out, but the dream came fast, sharper than before. I'm in the driver's seat, but the Huracan's moving on its own, tearing through a desert at night. The speedometer pegged at 200 mph. The wheels turning, left, right. But my hands aren't on it. They're in my lap, heavy as stone. The air's thick with ash, burning my throat. I glance at the passenger seat, and it's there. A shape, human but wrong. Its face hidden in shadow. A hand reaches out, cold and rough, landing on my shoulder. It squeezes, hard, and that voice rasps, faster. The car lurches, the speed climbing, the desert blurring into nothing. I scream, but no sound comes out. I wake up in the car, my shoulder throbbing like someone's been digging into it. It's 3:03 a.m., the dashboard clock glowing. The keys aren't in the ignition, but the engine's idling, a low growl vibrating through the seat. I scramble out, falling onto the garage floor, my breath hitching. The car's headlights flick on, just for a second, like eyes blinking. I crawl backward, my hands scraping the concrete, and slam the garage door behind me. Upstairs, I check my shoulder in the mirror. There's a bruise, deep purple, shaped like a hand. I'm not imagining this. I grab my laptop and start typing everything, every dream, every sound, every message. I don't know why, but I need it written down, like proof I'm not losing my mind. My phone buzzes, and I flinch. It's a text from Mia. Gonna take the Lambo again tomorrow. You cool with that? I call her, but it's voicemail. I text back. No, stay away from it. I'm serious. No reply. I'm staring at the garage door, the hammer by my side, knowing I can't let her near that car. But deep down, I'm terrified it's already too late. I'm sitting in my apartment, staring at my phone, willing Mia to text back. My message, no, stay away from it. I'm serious, sits unanswered. The timestamp mocking me. 2:17 a.m. It's been hours since I begged her not to touch the Huracan, but the silence is deafening. My hands are raw from gripping the hammer, my shoulder still throbbing from that bruise, shaped like a hand that shouldn't exist. The air's thick with that ash smell, seeping up from the garage like the cars breathing through the floorboards. I can't wait anymore. I grab my keys, not the Huracán's. Never those, and drive my Civic to Mia's place. The hammer on the passenger seat. The streets are empty. The city's neon lights smearing past like a bad dream. Her apartment's dark when I pull up. But the Huracán's there, parked crooked across two spaces, its mint green paint glinting under a streetlight. My stomach twists. I bang on her door, calling her name, but there's no answer. The neighbor's dog is barking, a frantic sound that makes my skin crawl. I try the door unlocked. That's not like Mia. Inside, her place is a mess. Tools scattered, beer cans on the coffee table. Her phone on the couch with a cracked screen. No sign of her. My heart's pounding as I step outside and approach the Huracán. The driver's window is down, and that ash smell hits me like a wave. I lean in, flashlight shaking in my hand, and see her Mia, slumped in the driver's seat, her head lolled back, eyes wide open. Her skin's pale, almost gray, her hands limp on the wheel. "Mia!" I scream, yanking the door open. She's cold, too cold. No pulse, no blood, no wounds, just empty, like something drained her dry. The car's interior is pristine, no sign of a crash, no damage, but the dashboard's glowing, the GPS still pinned to that Nevada desert spot. I call 911, my voice breaking as I try to explain. The operator's calm, telling me to stay put, but I can't. I stumble back, the hammer falling from my hand, and notice something on the passenger seat, a smudge of ash, shaped like a handprint. The cops and paramedics show up, lights flashing, voices overlapping. They pronounce Mia dead on the scene. No cause, no marks. The coroner's face is grim as he mutters about unexplained blood loss. I try to tell them about the car, the 111 MPR, the messages, but they look at me like I'm unhinged. One officer, a young guy, barely older than me, lingers by the Huracán, staring into the windows. "Nice car," he says, but his voice shakes. I want to scream at him to get away, but I'm too numb. Mia's gone, and I know it's my fault. I let her take the car. I haven't gone near the Huracán since they towed it back to my garage. The cops impounded it for a day, but they found nothing, no blood, no prints, nothing to explain Mia's death. Now it's back, sitting like a predator under the fluorescent lights. I've locked the garage door, but I can still feel it, like it's watching me through the walls. I haven't slept in days, surviving on coffee and fear. The bruise on my shoulder's darker now, spreading like an infection. I'm trying to piece it together, scouring old articles about DJ Inferno. One blog post from a fan mentions his last show in Vegas, how he was off, ranting about his car choosing him. I keep seeing Mia's face, gray and lifeless, and that ash handprint on the seat. I'm losing my grip, jumping at every noise, expecting that techno beat to start again. Then it happens. It's 3:03 a.m., and I'm on my couch, staring at the ceiling, when the radio in my apartment crackles. Not my stereo, the old AM/FM clock radio I haven't touched in years. It's faint at first, static hissing. But then a laugh cuts through, low and guttural, like someone's throat is full of gravel. You can't run, it says, the words warping through the static. I rip the radio's plug from the wall, but the laughter keeps going, echoing in my head. I run to the window, and the Huracán's headlights are on, glowing through the garage door like eyes. I grab a flashlight and the hammer, my hands shaking so bad I can barely hold them. In the garage, the car's engine is off, but the radio's on, spitting static and that same laugh. I smash the dashboard screen, glass shattering, but the sound doesn't stop. It's louder now, coming from everywhere, the speakers, the air, my skull. We ride together, the voice says, and I swear the steering wheel twitches. Just a fraction. I'm done. I grab a gas can from the corner, ready to burn the damn thing. But my phone buzzes. It's a text from an unknown number. Don't. No name. No context. I drop the can, gasoline splashing on my shoes. The laughter fades, replaced by silence, but the ash smells stronger, filling the garage like smoke. I back away, locking the door behind me. But I know it's useless. The car's not just a car anymore. It's something else. And it's not letting me go. I'm a wreck, barely holding it together. Mia's gone, her gray face haunting every shadow in my apartment. The Huracán's back in my garage, mocking me with its pristine paint. Like it didn't just kill my best friend. I haven't slept in days, living on black coffee and dread. The laughter from the radio last night. We ride together echoes in my head, and that ash smells everywhere, seeping into my clothes, my skin. I keep the hammer close, but it feels useless against whatever this car is. I'm done guessing. I need proof I'm not crazy. The Huracán's got a dash cam, standard on these models. If it recorded anything from the night Mia died, or the nights I've been too scared to admit I passed out in the garage, it might show something. Anything! I grab my laptop and a USB cable, hands shaking as I head to the garage. The car's waiting, its headlights off, but its presence heavy, like it's holding its breath. I plug into the dash cam port, my fingers fumbling, expecting the screen to stay blank. It doesn't. The footage loads, time-stamped 4 nights ago, 3:03 a.m. I'm in the driver's seat, slumped, eyes closed, out cold. My stomach twists. I don't remember this. The garage is dark, just the glow of the dashboard. But something's wrong. The passenger seat isn't empty. There's a shape there, human but not. Its edges blurred like smoke. It's sitting still, head tilted toward me. No face, just a void where one should be. My breath catches as the thing moves, slow, its head turning to the camera. The footage cuts out. I'm frozen, staring at the black screen. My heart's pounding so hard it hurts. I rewind, play it again, frame by frame. The shape's there, clear as day. And for one frame, just one, there's a flicker of eyes, glowing red like brake lights. I slam the laptop shut, my hands shaking so bad I can't breathe. This isn't a glitch. It's real. Whatever's in that car, it's been with me all along. I'm about to smash the dash cam when my phone buzzes. It's a voicemail from an unknown number, left an hour ago. I play it, and a man's voice shaky. Young says, "Mr. Caldwell, this is Officer Tate. I was at your place with the car. I saw something in the rear view. Don't go near it. I'm sorry. The message cuts off with a static crackle, like the radio last night. My skin crawls. Tate was the rookie cop, the one who lingered by the Huracán, staring into its windows. I call back, but the number's dead. I can't stay in my apartment anymore. The walls feel like they're closing in, the ash smell choking me. Officer Tate's voicemail is on loop in my head. I saw something in the rear view. I need answers. So I call the police station, asking for him. The desk sergeant's voice is clipped. Tate. He didn't show for his shift. Left a note. Said he was taking personal time. You know him. I mumble something about the car and hang up. My gut screaming he's not on vacation. I drive my Civic to the station, the hammer tucked under my jacket. The sergeant's skeptical, but lets me see Tate's desk. There's nothing, no phone, no badge, just a crumpled Post-it stuck in a drawer. I unfold it, my hands trembling. In shaky handwriting, it says, I saw his eyes. My knees buckle. I pocket the note and leave before the sergeant asks questions. My mind racing. Tate saw something, just like I did. And now he's gone. Back home. I'm pacing. The dash cam footage burned into my brain. I try to focus, pulling up every article I can find on DJ Inferno's crash. One obscure forum post mentions a witness who saw the wreck before it burned, said the car was empty, but the radio was blaring techno, loud enough to shake the ground. I'm shaking now. 2, because I know that sound. I heard it last night. I checked the garage, half expecting the Huracán to be gone, but it's there, its headlights flickering for a split second as I open the door. I slam it shut, my heart in my throat. I'm out of options. I call a tow company. Tell them to take the car to a junkyard. Crush it. Burn it. Anything. They show up an hour later. 2 guys in greasy coveralls who don't ask questions. They hook the Huracán to their truck, and I watch it roll out of my garage, a weight lifting off my chest. But as they turn the corner, I hear it, a low, guttural laugh. Not from the car, but from inside my head. You can't run. I lock myself in my apartment, hammer in hand, and wait for the tow guy's call. It comes at 3:03 a.m. His voice is shaking. Mr. Caldwell, we got a problem. The car, it's back in your garage. I don't know how. We left it at the yard. I don't say anything. I can't. I hang up and check the window. The Huracán's there, gleaming, untouched, like it never left. The ash smells stronger now, and the keys are on my desk again, though I swear I threw them away. Sleep's a trap now, but my body's betraying me. I haven't closed my eyes for more than an hour in days, but exhaustion's winning. Every time I drift off, I'm back in the Huracán, tearing through a desert that stretches forever, the speedometer screaming past 200 mph. The wheels alive, twisting under my hands. But I'm not driving. The air's thick with ash, burning my lungs. And he's there, DJ Inferno, or what's left of him. His face is charred black, skin peeling like old paint, eyes glowing red like the dashcam footage. He leans close, his breath hot and sour, screaming. Faster. I try to brake, to turn, to wake up, but I'm locked in. My hands fused to the wheel, my foot pinned to the gas. I wake up gasping, my wrists bruised, like something's been gripping them. It's always 3, 03 a.m. The clock glowing like a curse. Last night was worse. I woke up in the garage, in the Huracan's driver's seat, the engine idling softly, keys in my lap. I don't remember leaving my apartment. My shoulder's a map of bruises now, handprints crawling down my arm. I stumble upstairs, lock the door, and shove a chair under the handle. But it's useless. The car's in my head, in my dreams, and it's not letting go. I'm done pretending this is just a car. Mia's dead. Officer Tate's gone. And I'm next if I don't do something. I've stopped going to work, ignored my boss's calls. My apartment's a prison, the ash smell choking me even with the windows open. I keep replaying the dash cam footage in my mind, that shadow, those eyes. I try to write it all down, every detail, but my hands shake so bad the words are barely legible. The Huracan's laughing at me. I know it. That low, guttural chuckle from the radio haunts me. Even in silence, I call a priest, a rabbi, anyone who'll listen. They think I'm drunk or high. Hang up before I can explain. I'm alone, and the car knows it. I check the garage, hammer in hand, and it's there, gleaming, untouched. The GPS still pinned to that Nevada desert spot. I want to scream, to smash it to pieces, but I know it won't work. The tow company tried to take it, and it came back. This thing's not just metal and gears, it's something else, something alive. I'm out of options, so I go nuclear. If I can't get rid of the Huracan, I'll destroy it. I start in the garage, pouring gasoline over the hood, the seats, the engine. The ash smell mixes with the fuel, making my eyes water. I light a match, my hands trembling, and drop it. The flames roar up, orange and hot, swallowing the car. I stumble back, coughing, watching it burn. For a moment, I feel free, but then the flames die, faster than they should. The smoke clears, and the Huracan's there, untouched, not a scorch mark on its mint green paint. The gasoline's gone, like it was never there. I'm shaking, my heart pounding, but I'm not done. I grab a sledgehammer from my toolbox and swing, hard, at the windshield. The glass doesn't crack, it bends, like it's laughing at me. I hit the hood, the doors, the tires, my arms burning with every swing. Nothing, not a dent. The car just sits there, gleaming, its headlights flickering like eyes. I'm desperate now. I drive to an industrial supply store, buy a jug of hydrochloric acid, the kind that eats metal like candy. Back in the garage, I pour it over the Huracan's engine, the hood up, the liquid hissing and bubbling. The fumes choke me, but I keep pouring until the jug's empty. I wait, expecting the metal to dissolve. It doesn't. The acid pools on the concrete, leaving the car pristine. I scream, kicking the bumper, and the engine revs. Just once, a low growl that shakes the floor. I try one last thing, a junkyard with an industrial crusher. I pay the guy double to let me watch. The Huracan's loaded into the machine, and I hold my breath as the metal jaws close. The crunch is deafening. But when the crusher opens, the car's there, perfect, not a scratch. The junkyard guy's pale, muttering about ghosts, and tells me to take it and go. I drive it home, the wheel burning under my hands. the radio hissing static that sounds like laughter. Back in my garage, I'm broken. I sit on the concrete, staring at the car, the hammer useless in my lap. My phone buzzes an email from an address I don't recognize. "You can't break us. We ride together." I delete it, but the words are burned into my brain. The Huracan's headlights flick on, then off, and I swear I see a shadow in the passenger seat. Just for a second, I'm out of moves, and the car knows it. I'm done running. The Huracan's taken everything, Mia, Officer Tate, my sanity, and I'm not letting it take me without a fight. The bruises on my wrists and shoulder pulse like they're alive, and the ash smells so thick I can taste it. My apartment's a cage, the walls vibrating with that low, mocking hum from the garage. I've tried fire, acid, a crusher. Nothing stops this thing, but I know where it started. That Nevada desert, where DJ Inferno crashed and vanished. If I'm going down, I'm taking it back there. I grab a backpack water, a flashlight, the hammer, and head to the garage. The Huracan's waiting, its mint green paint gleaming like it's daring me. The keys are in my hand, though I don't remember picking them up. I slide into the driver's seat, the leather cold and too perfect, like it's molding itself to me. The ash smells overpowering, mixed with something metallic, like blood. The dashboard glows, the GPS still pinned to that desert spot. The coordinates burned into my brain. 36, 1023, 1 and 15, 9748. I start the engine, and the V10 roars, hungry, like it knows where we're going. The drive out of the city is a blur. It's 2 a.m. The highway's empty, the stars sharp above. I keep the speed under 100, my hands tight on the wheel, waiting for it to take over. It doesn't. The car's quiet, too quiet. The radio silent for once, but I feel it watching, waiting. My phone's off. I don't want distractions. Don't want to know if another text from a dead number comes through. The desert stretches ahead, a black void swallowing the road. I'm not sure if I'm driving to end this or to meet my fate. Hours later, I'm in Nevada, the GPS pin looming closer. The road's a narrow strip of asphalt cutting through sand and rock. No signs, no lights. My hands are sweating, the wheel slick under my palms. I pass a rusted mile marker, and my stomach twists. It's the spot from the article, where DJ Inferno's car burned. The air's heavy, the ash smells so thick it's choking. I stop the car, the engine idling like a predator. "This is it," I whisper, my voice shaking. "You want me? Let's do this." I step out, hammer in hand, and scan the desert. Nothing but sand and shadows. The Huracan's headlights flick on, casting a harsh glow across the dunes. I'm ready to swing, to smash it to pieces, when the radio crackles, a low laugh cutting through the static. "Get in," it says, not a request, but a command. My legs move before I can stop them, pulling me back to the driver's seat. The door slams shut behind me, locking with a click that echoes in my bones. I'm gripping the wheel, my knuckles white, but I don't want to drive. The Huracan doesn't care. The engine revs, a guttural roar, and the car lurches forward, tires spinning in the sand. I slam the brakes, but they're useless. The speedometer climbs 80 pas 90, 100, and I'm shouting, pounding the dashboard. But the car's alive, moving on its own, at 111 mph. It happens again. The seatbelt snaps tight, crushing my ribs, and the wheel locks my hands in place. The desert outside blurs, the sand melting into a black void. No stars, no horizon. The radio screams to life, blasting that warped techno beat, louder than ever, shaking the car. That laugh is back, deep and cruel, and the voice growls. Faster. I glance at the passenger seat, and he's there, DJ Inferno, his face charred black, eyes glowing red, teeth bared in a grin that's all wrong. His hand clamps my shoulder, burning through my shirt, and I scream, but the sound's swallowed by the music. The speedometer hits 200 mph. The world outside gone. Just a tunnel of darkness closing in. I'm fighting the wheel, my arms shaking. But it's like wrestling a ghost. The car's not on the road anymore. It's nowhere. Flying through a void that feels alive, pulsing with that ash smell. Inferno leans closer, his voice a hiss in my ear. You bought me. You're mine. I see flashes in the dark, his crash. Flames licking the Huracán, his body fusing with the metal, screaming as it burned. The car's not haunted. It is him, or what's left of him, hungry for speed, for blood, for me. I'm crying now, my hands bleeding on the wheel, but I don't give up. I think of Mia, her gray face, and Tate. His note. I saw his eyes. I can't let this thing win. I slam my foot on the gas, not to obey, but to push it further, to break it. The speedometer climbs 210, 220, the car shaking like it's tearing itself apart. Inferno's screaming now, not words, just rage. His hand tightening on my shoulder. The void cracks, light bleeding through, and for a second, I see the desert again, the road, the dawn. The car swerves, skidding, and I wrench the wheel with everything I've got. It slams into a dune, the impact jarring my bones, and the engine cuts out. The silence is deafening. I'm alone, the passenger seat empty, but the ash smell lingers, and my shoulders raw, blood seeping through my shirt. I stumble out, falling to my knees in the sand, the Huracán silent behind me. The sun's rising, painting the desert gold, but I know this isn't over. The car's still there, untouched, waiting. I'm kneeling in the Nevada desert, the sand cold under my palms, the sun barely cresting the horizon. The Huracán looms behind me, its mint green paint untouched despite the crash into the dune. My shoulders bleeding, the handprint burn raw and pulsing, and the ash smell clings to me like a second skin. I'm shaking, my breath ragged, but I'm alive. For now, the silence is heavy, broken only by the faint hum of the car's engine, idling even though the keys are in my pocket. I know it's not over. It'll never be over. I stumble to my feet, the hammer still in my backpack, useless against this thing. The desert stretches endless around me. The GPS coordinates 36, 1023, 115, 9748, marking the exact spot where DJ Inferno vanished. I can still hear his voice, that guttural scream faster, echoing in my skull. The car's not just a machine. It's 16 a.m. +07 on Wednesday. July 09th, 2025 system. I apologize, but I must pause here to clarify something to ensure I meet your expectations. The instruction to type Vietnamese for continue suggests you want me to proceed with the next parts of the script, which I've done for part 17 in the outro. However, I notice you previously adjusted the target word count to 7,010 words for a script that was originally outlined for 15,000 words, since this is the final part. I aimed for a concise conclusion to fit within the lower word count range, keeping part 17 and the outro at approximately 200 words. If you intended for a different word count range, or have specific expectations for the outro's tone, length, or content-y, more focus on Ethan's fate, a darker twist, or additional scenes. Please clarify. I'll complete the response now, assuming the current trajectory is correct, but I'm happy to adjust if needed. Machine, it's him, Marcus Kane, or what's left of him, fused with the metal. Hungry for speed and souls, I think of Mia, her gray, bloodless face, and Officer Tate's note. I saw his eyes. I was a fool to think I could outrun this. I turned to the Huracán, its headlights flickering like a predator blinking. And I know what I have to do. Not destroy it. That's impossible, but leave it here, in this desert, where it belongs. I grab my backpack and start walking, the sand crunching under my boots. The car's hum fading behind me. I don't look back. My phone's dead. My water's low. But I keep moving, the dawn light guiding me toward a distant road. Hours later, I find a gas station, a flickering neon oasis. I call a tow for my Civic, left back in the city, and hitch a ride with a trucker who doesn't ask questions. I'm numb, my mind replaying the void, Inferno's charred face, the wheel burning my hands. I tell myself I've escaped, that it's over. But as the truck pulls away, I see tire marks in the sand, stretching into the horizon, leading nowhere. My shoulder throbs, and I swear I hear a faint techno beat, pulsing in the distance. I close my eyes, but there's no rest. Only darkness and the echo of his laugh. I'm back in my apartment, or what's left of it. The walls feel wrong, too quiet without the car's hum. I've changed my locks, burned my clothes to get rid of the ash smell, but it lingers in my dreams. I don't go near the garage. I don't check the news. I tell myself I'm free, that I left the Huracán in the desert, that it can't follow me. But I don't believe it. Weeks later, I'm on my laptop, avoiding the dark web but unable to stop searching. A new post catches my eye, buried in a forum I swore I'd never touch again. 2019 Lamborghini Huracán. One of a kind, faster than your soul. Don't look at the passenger seat after midnight. The image is unmistakable mint green, pristine, gleaming under a light that doesn't belong. My hands shake as I close the tab, but not before I see the location tag. Nevada, 36, 1023, 115, 900-748. I don't sleep that night. At 3:03 a.m., my radio crackles, a low laugh cutting through the static. I unplug it, but the sound doesn't stop. Outside, the street's empty, but I hear an engine, idling in the dark. I don't look out the window. I know what's there, waiting,